holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy.
Okay, Parker CSL, here we go. The mighty are here. Few but mighty. You ready to sing? We have come together as a family. We have come here as we are. Ooh, yeah. We have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Oh, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. In this place, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. In this place, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. In this place, raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. We sing in celebration. We sing with words of prayer. We sing with words of prayer. We affirm our life as sacred. We affirm that peace is here. Ah, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. In this place, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. In this place, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. In this, raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Spirit is in this. Oh, that's okay. Yay!
Good morning. Before she comes up, I want us all to congratulate Carolyn Richardson on earning and receiving her Master's of Wisdom Studies from Holmes Institute. Yay, Carolyn, congratulations.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
Oh, there's the light
I
on.
heard you now.
Yeah, okay. Okay, good morning. Thank you so much for that. It was a long road and it was amazing. I wish I could recommend all of you to do it, but they closed. So Vern was in the first class at Holmes and I was in the last. So thank you for that. And welcome to CSL Parker. I am Carolyn Richardson and I am thrilled to be a part of this beautiful community. If you are here for the first time or one of your first times, and you haven't signed up to get our weekly e-blast that tells what's going on, do that over at the table in the back. Where did it go? In the back. And nobody's going to bug you. Nobody's going to come knock at your door and save you. But we will keep you informed on opportunities that are coming up, and you'll want to do that. It's lets you know what the classes are, what events there are, and opportunities to serve. You can also donate, and on the website, and there is a cool store on the website that you can buy some things with CSL Parker on them. And there's also, like I said, the list of classes where you can sign up And access for prayer, if you're not feeling quite ready to call somebody on the phone and talk to them, submit a prayer request and it will get there. And when you are ready to talk to someone, all of our people here with the white stoles are practitioners who are so good at listening and at seeing the truth within you, within me, within us, and helping us to see that too. So don't hesitate to take advantage of that. They love it when we do that. And for our announcements, we have, we lost our dear Clyde, and Dorothy will join us when the weather gets warmer. And his services are going to be on Tuesday. Jeanette set out an email with all the details on that. So check your email for that, or check with Jeanette if you need the information for that. And there is another wonderful class from Luann Hillsland on this thing called You. And Ann Groves is going to tell us a little bit about her class.
Yes, thank you, Carolyn. We have an awesome class coming up. If you'll forgive me, Pam, I would say that this class is a horse of a different color. We have a brand new instructor, someone that has had a lot of teaching experience, but this will be one of her first courses with CSL Parker, and that is Luann Hillsland, and she's hiding back there behind Reverend David. And I have good news and bad news about this class. The bad news is I'm pretty sure you might have to read a book. The good news is the book's about this thick. The class is called, the book is called This Thing Called You by Ernest Holmes. It's like when you buy a piece of complicated electronics, they have the big manual, and then they have the quick start guide. This is the quick start guide to your life. Absolutely. It's an amazing little book. You can read it. You can probably have it memorized before class starts, which will be in the middle of January. It will be at Luann's home, which is just right over here. We could walk there from here almost. And it will be on Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. So I encourage you, if you don't have this book, get it and enroll in this class because it is just fantastic.
Yeah, please come and join us. I just signed Dave and I up this morning for that class because I know it will fill quickly. So get online and sign up. And we're enjoying the class with Dr. Verne and with Joe Albers right now. If you have not taken a CSL Parker class, I highly encourage you to do so. It is the best way to grow your consciousness and to connect with your fellow community and understand what an amazing group of people we are a part of. I'm just humbled by all of you. And with that, I think I've got all the announcements. I think it was short and sweet this morning. So I am going to turn it over to Ann, who is our practitioner for this morning, a platform practitioner. Is there a song first?
And Spirit is in this place. Spirit is circulating through each and every one of us, takes the best that each of us has to offer and shares it with each other all the time. Spirit is beyond measure. Spirit is beyond limit. And that is what drives us here at CSL Parker. That is what gives us our energy, the spirit that lives within us. And that spirit is the energy of our service today. I know that our service today is absolutely perfect and is blessed. I am so grateful for those hearty souls who made it here today. And I know that many, many people will be watching us online as soon as that link comes out this afternoon. And so I know that this service goes and fills many hearts, that Reverend David's message is just absolutely perfect, and that those people who hear that message hear exactly what they need to hear in exactly the way they need to hear it. The support from our music team enhances this service beyond measure. The support from the many hands that set up before we get here and take down after we leave. The support that makes this such a beautiful, loving place. I am grateful for all of this and for all of you. I know this to be true and so much more. So please join me in blessing this by saying, and so it is. And our reading today is just a few brief quotes from Ernest Holmes. This is an oldie but a goodie. There is one life. That life is God. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. It is flowing through me, circulating in me. I am one with its rhythm. My heart beats with the pulsation of the universe, in serenity, in peace, in joy. My whole physical being is animated by the divine spirit, and if there is anything in it that does not belong, it is cast out, because there is one perfect life in me now. I am consciously directed. I am compelled to do the right thing at the right time. Changing the way we think about our conditions causes the power of the universe to change those conditions to make our life better. Let me say that one again. Changing the way we think about our conditions causes the power of the universe to change those conditions to make our life think better. And finally, in back of me is the potential of the universe. I declare new horizons will open for me, new ideas will flow to me, and a better world of joy and peace will be revealed.
The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. Any fool can do it. There ain't nothing to it. Nobody knows how we got to the top of the hill. But since we're on our way down, we might as well enjoy the ride. Secret of life is in opening up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid, but don't let that stand in your way. 'Cause anyone knows that love is the only road. And since we're only here for a while, we might as well show some style.
So I invite us to take a moment, settle in, feel the chairs supporting your body. Feel your feet against the floor and allow yourself to feel the energy of Mother Earth rising to meet you. Breathe that energy up through the bottom of your feet and into your heart. Really feel your connection with the life that is animating all creation. As Dr. Holmes said, there is one life, and that life is God. That life is perfect life, and that life is my life. That life is your life. That life is living its life in and through you, in and through me, in and through all creation. And as we open ourselves to breathe that in, to ground ourselves in that awareness, I invite you to really feel that life igniting, the awareness of that life in your heart, opening your heart. The secret of life is in opening up our hearts. The secret of life is in opening up our minds to the realization of that truth, that there truly is only one life. And that life is what we call God. The wonder, the beauty, the prosperity, the wholeness, all of the words, all of the vibrations we associate with that word, God. And it is perfect life. And so affirm with me now, that life is my life now, together. That life is my life now. And as we go into a time of silence, I invite you to just allow yourself to breathe into that awareness. And allow that truth deep in your heart to reveal itself more fully and completely to your heart, to your mind, to your soul, to every aspect of your being. There is one life. That life is God. That life is perfect life. That life is my life now. And as we open, we recognize truly there is no secret of life, is there? There's simply allowing life. There's being that life. There's awakening unto that life as the very nature of who and what we are. That life is my life. So once again, just breathe into that awareness, allowing life, letting life live itself in and through and as you, this moment. Take a breath. Feel the chair supporting your body. Feel your feet against the floor, grounded in and supported by the energy of our Mother Earth. Breathing it up once again, and just relaxing into the now as we come together and say, and so it is. You know, I really hadn't prepared anything to say today, but I was reminded as we were meditating that tomorrow we honor Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. And so I want to just acknowledge that and recognize the importance of that and the importance of the work that that individual did for the rights of people, of black people in this country especially, but also just being aware that I love what he said, and I hope I can say it exactly right, but he said, hate is a burden too heavy to bear. I choose love. And so that's a great reminder for all of us. That is really all about love, isn't it? About opening our hearts to love and to seeing each other no matter our diversity, however that shows up. However it shows up, that ours is to embrace each other as one. And so it's a wonderful reminder. And so I just want to honor Dr. King, his legacy. And I'm also reminded, too, that we lost a great man in Jimmy Carter recently, who also exhibited that kind of love, care, and living his faith, living love. And really that's what it's about. And so it's just a great reminder for all of us, hopefully. So thank you for allowing me to say that and honor that, and blessings.
You are in the middle of a miracle, Parker Cecil. Take it easy, baby. You're in the middle So take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle.
You are a guaranteed personal satisfaction. You're a chain reaction. You're in the right place at the right time. You're imagining your own mind. Take it easy, baby. You're in the middle of a miracle. You sing it with me.
You're in the middle of a miracle.
Sing it again.
You're in the middle of a miracle.
Sing it again.
You're in the middle of a miracle.
Sunny day.
You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle. You're in the middle of a miracle. The middle of a miracle.
Yeah. This band.
Thank you. Yeah, that's Jan Garrett and J.D. Martin. They'll be here sometime soon in the spring, right? They're coming back in the spring, so looking forward to that. So, I'm so happy, Luann, that you are doing that class. I've been thinking for a year now that somebody should do that class. So I'm glad you're doing it, and I appreciate that. And I want to begin today with another quote from Dr. Holmes from that book. It's actually at the very start of that book on page 3. And he says, "You belong to the universe in which you live. You are one with the creative genius back of this vast array of ceaseless motion, this original flow of life. You are as much a part of it as the sun, the earth, and the air. There is something in you telling you this, like a voice echoing from some mountaintop of inward vision, like a light whose origin no man has seen, like an impulse welling up from an invisible source." Powerful words. And when I was also reading from Eric Butterworth, one of my favorite New Thought authors, a Unity minister. And he says in his book, In the Flow of Life, what is the one that we call God? It is not a one off somewhere out there ruling the universe as an absentee landlord. It is the one, the whole of things, the allness of which and in which I am an eachness. No matter what I may think I am the flowing forth of the one. This is what the presence of God really is. The life of God present in each of us as an inexorable flow. Do you feel it? Feel that flow of energy that's moving through us? And I was reminded, too, as I was reading Eric Butterworth's book, he used as a quote from Robert Browning's poem in which he talks about us having this imprisoned splendor. Is this my mic doing that? Should I use it?
No, it's flip on your back. That's the one that has the
Do what? Yeah. Yeah. Should I use the handheld?
I think it is pulling, the cable's probably pulling.
Yeah. It'll be better to use the handheld.
You can. Try it right now.
Okay. Yeah, so I thought about that, and I'm thinking about this. How do we recognize that flow? What is that flow? What is that thing that we call God? I talked about that a couple of weeks ago. I talked about that energy that we call God, that is omnipresence, omniscience, omnipotence itself. That God, as we call God, is this energy, this life that is everywhere present. It is not only everywhere present, but it is the experience of everything that is present and being present in that experience. And that God is also this omnipotence. It is all power, all movement, all flowing, everything that is vibrating. It is all the power, all the movement in the universe. And it is omniscience. It is not just knowing. It is not just all that can be known. It is the experience of knowing. And so when I think about that in this context, that inexorable flow that is living itself as each of us. And we know that, don't we? We do believe that, right? That's one of the things that we teach. Well, if we believe that and we know that and we feel that and we experience that, then how do we truly, really just let it flow? Just get out of the way and let that life flow through us. And so I like the idea, it came to me to think about that flow as the flow of life itself and the flow of light. We often talk about that, and the flow of love. So how do we feel, how do we experience, how do I and you and we, and this I'm sharing from my experience of that this week, is how do I allow and open up a way, as Browning says, open up a way for that imprisoned splendor or that flow to be experienced and expressed through me, as me. And when I think about it as life itself, I think about how do we truly engage in life? How do we, that's the question I want to invite us into, is how are we engaging in life? You know, our bodies are such wonderful sensory organs, right? I mean, we sense energy, we receive energy, it's all energy, right? We receive energy through our sight and through hearing and touch and taste and smell. And we sense that, and we get to experience life. Life all around us. Through all of those senses, you know, we're just receiving it and we're interpreting it and we're having this experience of life. But are we really allowing ourselves to have the experience of life? Are we really delighting in life? You know, I think about it. I feel like I'm screaming. I think about it in the way that you and I, our consciousness becoming conscious of itself, awakening. I like to think of it as conscious consciousness. You and I can become conscious consciousness. And when I think about that, is if this life is this energy is consciousness itself. And you and I have the opportunity to experience it, to delight in it, to awaken unto it, and to awaken to every aspect of it in this life experience. Am I doing that? Are we doing that? You know, even just, you know, being in the cold. You know, I resisted coming out in the cold. I don't know about you. I resisted coming out in the cold today because it's cold out there. And I see a lot of other people maybe have resisted coming out in the cold today. But even that, my friends, when we can walk out outside into the cold, and then feel it, really awaken to the energy that our body is receiving or that is been transmitted into our bodies, and our brains are interpreting and our bodies are feeling it. And can we just even delight in that? Can we even just amaze and be in awe and experience it fully? Now, I don't want to experience it for a long time. But just walking out in it, and then if we walk out right now and just feel the warmth of the sun on our bodies, how often are we allowing ourselves to do that? How often are we allowing to say, wow, look how life is showing up today? And am I willing to just be the flow of that. Allow the flow of that life in me, through me, as me, and delight in it. And you know, I don't like having anthropomorphic ideas about God, but what if, as God is walking out into the cold and God says, wow, doesn't this feel good? Isn't it beautiful to feel the warmth of the sun on my face? Isn't it wonderful to experience the beauty that is created here on the altar? Isn't it wonderful to experience the creativity that flows through the one who creates the altar? That's how life shows up for us. You know, how often do I get a glass of water and just drink the water just absent-mindedly? I don't have water right now, but if I did, how often do I just think, oh my God, what a miracle is that? To have water and to feel it as it goes in and down our throats, quenching thirst and feeding the body. So I'm going to invite you into that this week, to really feel the flow of life, to awaken to that life. And if it works for you, just imagine. And you don't even have to make it up, because you are that omnipresence having its life in this moment. And if you want to say God awakening in and through and as you, then you want to use that term. But imagine sitting down at your meal and the smell and the taste of everything that is God, is life, showing up as your food. As that first cup of coffee in the morning, oh my God. Right? You know, just the warmth and the taste and the delight and the rush, you know, that we might get from that. You know, if we really allow ourselves to know, it's not that we are in the flow of that life. We are the flow of that life. And our opportunity is to wake up to that. Yeah. Wouldn't life just be so more exciting if you were just, wow, everything is just God. It's just omnipresence revealing itself. And I could live in that delight. And then there's also that life, that flow that we might call light. You know, we don't really see light, but that light that is beyond. And what I want to say about that is that not only do we have these physical senses, each of us does have deeper, more subtle senses. You know, we talk about somebody being clairaudient or clairvoyant or clairsentient. Well, we all are that. We all are that. We may not have developed as much as other people, but we all are that, because we all are born with those innate spiritual senses. And in that, we can open up to the light, the flow of light. And the way I see light is the light of truth, the light of wisdom, the light of understanding. That's the way I understand light. And it's flowing through all of us. I don't want to even use through. It is flowing as all of us. And how do we recognize that? How do we connect with that? How do we open up a way for that light to be expressed as us? Well, I may be using some terminology that I'm not even going to say that. When we really open up those senses and we feel that, we sense into, you know how it's like sometimes, you know, we talk about that. You have a gut knowing. I just know in my gut, you know? I just know. Well, how do I know? I don't know how I know. I just know, right? How many of us have experienced that? I don't know how I know. I just know. Well, there's something in us that knows. And we can consciously connect with that. You know, I like to think of it as that that solar plexus area, and you can think of it as a chakra or whatever you might imagine. It's a portal. It's a chakra. It's a portal. It's a way for us to open it up and connect with the flow of that light. It's knowing, and that light that guides us. It's light, and that light will guide us, I believe, to our highest and greatest and most expansive unfolding, if we really pay attention. But also, that light also shows up, we get that light bulb, we have that light bulb, that idea above our head. I just had an idea. It shows up as that as well. Those ideas, those divine ideas. I know you've had them, right? It's that, even that, it's almost as if, and it may be this, I don't know, but it's that that wisdom, that knowing, and then all of a sudden it's that, aha, I get it, I understand. This is the idea that goes along with that knowing. And we're guided by that. Our path is illumined by that. And it also, I'm going to say this as well too, when we use that light, and you may think of it as a third eye, you may think of it as just as the crown, the forehead area, the third eye, the way for us to embody that light and to use that light and to shine that light and to choose to see with that light the truth beyond the condition. It's our ability, if we connect with it. What if we just imagine that for a moment, that whatever is going on in the world, and there's a lot of crap going on in the world, what if we were able to know that we are the flow of that divine light, the wisdom, the understanding, the truth, and we are? Are we open to shining that light on those situations? It may be a situation in your own life. It may be a situation in the world around you and somewhere. And really illuminate the truth in that situation. Yeah? Can we do that? I think that's opening up to the flow. And it's a choice. It's a choice. How are we choosing to see? Are we really choosing to see our lives, ourselves, and the world through the eyes of that light? God, source, the flow. And then I think also that I think of the flow of that divine life as that love, the flow of love. The flow of love as we connect in our heart space, our heart center, and we experience that love. And I like to think of love as this impulse, this flowing forth, this impulse of life, this impulse of light, this impulse of the divine that is always about expansion. It's always about evolution. It's always giving and expanding and evolving us. And that expansion, when we connect with that, it is, I believe, that impulse, and the way I kind of see it is this impulse that is not only impulsing us, through us, but is also drawing us into a realization, recognition, and revelation of our true nature, which is love. And we're here to be that love. And that love that we allow we connect with and we allow to flow through us is that impulse of life, a creativity and expansion and giving forth of ourselves in the world. And again, as I said about Dr. King, talking about love, when we allow that love to flow through us, it is that energy. It's an impulse, again, that we can't necessarily see, but we can feel. And I believe that each and every one of us is here to be that. The word love is just, what does it mean? I think it really means, well, it can mean a lot of things. But can you imagine, I know that all of you know the feeling of falling in love. Falling in love. And you just let go. And you simply want to be present. And you want to give. And you want to support. And you want to encourage. And you want to evolve in relationship. You want to grow in that. So, what if, again, we just fall in love with life? Do you remember what it feels like to fall in love? You just want to be with that person all the time. You want to give them your heart. Right? You want to be your best self. So what if really I could say to everyone I encounter, I love you. I love you. I love what Byron Katie says. She says, and I know that you love me. I just don't expect you to realize it yet. So can we be in that kind of relationship where I just love you without any expectation? Just love you, right where you are. And give from our hearts. I'm not talking about this selfless doormat kind of giving. I don't mean that at all. But knowing you are love, knowing you are worthy, knowing you are light, knowing you are wisdom, knowing that you are that as well, you stand in that and in that place of self-love and self-acceptance and self-valuing and self-respect. You extend that love to another. So what does it really mean for us to be, in this flow of life? I don't want to say flow of life. We are life flowing. We are that. I love what Butterworth says. We are an eachness within the allness. And that flow is flowing in us, through us, as us. And our opportunity is to recognize it. To recognize it and to realize it in the depth of our being. And then to be it, to expand with it, and to allow it to be, allow it to have its life. But what I think is really so important to remind us of is that we are always at choice. And every moment we can make a choice to fully engage in that flow. To truly recognize it as our nature. And to engage with that, as I said earlier, can we just be open to every aspect of life as it's showing up? Can we choose to connect with that life as wisdom, as guidance, as understanding, as seeing clearly, illuminating the truth? And in that, opening to be the very presence of love in every situation. You know, I'm reminded of something, a quote I heard a while back. I don't know the full quote, but Gerald May said something about, this is an erotic life. This is an erotic life. And so can we embrace that? And however way you want to receive that. And we are here to delight in it, to truly engage in it, and to awaken to all the ways that life shows up. Yeah, in every moment. So that is what I want to practice. That is who I want to choose to be. And I invite you into it as well. I want to just end today with two things. Emerson said, every person is an inlet and may become an outlet for all there is of God. And the part of the poem that from Robert Browning, he says, truth is within ourselves. It takes no rise from outward things, whatever you may believe. There is an inmost center in all of us, where truth abides in fullness. And around wall upon wall, the gross flesh hems it in. This perfect, clear perception, which is truth. A baffling and perverted carnal mesh binds it and makes all error. And to know rather consist in opening out a way whence the imprisoned splendor may escape than effecting an entry for a light supposed to be without. So I invite our practitioners to stand as we come into a time of prayer, centering ourselves in that awareness that flow flows as us. That we are not just in the flow, but we are the flow of that life as we open ourselves to that life, to that light, to the love, to the vibration of energy that is living in us, through us, as us in every moment. And are we willing in our humanness to experience it, to express it, to give from it? To allow it to flow through our minds, through our words, through our actions. To open ourselves up to a deeper understanding and a deeper knowing of the flow of life, guiding us in every moment to a greater unfolding, a greater evolution, a greater realization of who we truly are. And who each of us is. And so in this moment, we know that there is just that one life. That one life is God. However you may know that life is perfect and whole. There's nothing missing in that life. And that life is your life. That life is my life. You are the flow of that life. And that life flows in and through and as every aspect of your being. And in that awareness, everything unfolds in your life as you delight in it, as you become conscious of the consciousness of the divine that is you. And we know this to be true. We accept it as the truth that is not without, but within. We claim it, we allow it to be, so that it does become so. And we are so grateful. And let us say together, and so it is.
We let the words wash over We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace. We let
The peace
wash over us. We let it be.
So we let it wash over us, we let it wash through us, we let it wash and flow as us. So now is the time in our service where we have the opportunity to share from our good, our financial abundance. And we are so grateful for all the ways that you contribute. And we know that many of you contribute online, electronically, recurringly. So we thank you for that. So I invite you to hold that in your heart. If you're sharing today, truly hold that in your hands and your heart and give it your blessing. As we know that we are in the flow, as the flow, we are the flow of that divine life. And that divine life reveals itself in so many ways. One of those ways is our financial good. And we are blessed in the giving, we're blessed in the receiving. And so it is. Amen.
So in the flow, we are the flow, and so that means that we're singing a little Sunday reggae, right? Little Bob Marley to get us in that flow. Here we go. Here we go, one more time. Okay, you gotta sing with me. You have to sing this song because it gets in your brain, and you take it into your week. You sing it over and over in your head. Because here it's about this. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. Get in your heart here. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the shining sun. See a bird perched on my doorstep, singing a sweet song, a melody pure and true. He's singing, this is my message to you. Here we go. Don't worry, reggae, about a thing on a Sunday. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Gonna be alright, alright. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning. Rise up this morning. Smile with the shining sun. See a little bird perched on my doorstep. He's swinging a sweet song, a melody pure and true. He's singing, this is my message to you. He's singing, don't worry, take it home, Parker, about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Gonna be alright, alright. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Now we're taking it home and then affirming it for all the week. Don't worry, last time, about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. This church can sing. Woohoo!
And bless it.
Leave it away
Yeah. So I invite you to stand if you're willing and able to do that as we open ourselves up to the flow that is always active in us, through us, as us. We open ourselves to the gratefulness, the thanksgiving for all the ways it shows up for us. And especially today, we are so grateful for these gifts and offerings. We know that they are given as expressions of love and they are received in love. And let us say together, and so it is. So again, blessings on this week. Go out and, dance naked in the snow or something. Just really enjoy this time, enjoy the sun, enjoy every aspect of this life, because it is life. You are the flow of life awakening unto itself with every opportunity we have to delight in this life. And so it is. Blessings on your week.
So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be